In Gaza, local officials say that an Israeli airstrike has killed at least 8 Palestinians, including 6 children, while they collected water from an aid distribution center. Israel says it had intended to target militants in the area. The Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry says more than 130 Palestinians were killed in Gaza over the weekend.
Families with children ran for their lives after an Israeli airstrike hit a queue of people trying to get clean water in the Nuseirat refugee camp. Rescuers rushed to find survivors, racing them to one of Gaza's struggling medical facilities.
At 9 a.m. we were alarmed by the influx of patients after a missile hit a water distribution point. Most of the injured were children and women. We treated 17 patients, including 7 children.
But many could not be saved. Israel's military admitted causing the strike, saying it had been targeting a nearby militant site. It blamed a malfunction and said it was looking into the incident, but regretted harm to civilians. Hours later, local health authorities reported more deaths in a separate Israeli strike in Gaza City.
There is no place or even 1 centimetre in the Gaza Strip from Rafah in the south to Beit Hanun in the north that is safe because of the Israeli aggression and these strikes and this war. This is a war of ethnic cleansing that Netanyahu and his army are doing. There is no safe place.
Israel says its military campaign aims to return hostages and destroy Hamas, and denies allegations of ethnic cleansing. But critics claim those aims cannot be achieved through more fighting, with pressure mounting to reach a deal.
The overwhelming majority of the people of Israel have spoken loudly and clearly. We want to do a deal, even at the cost of ending this war, and we want to do it now.
Israel's relentless attacks have continued amid ceasefire negotiations with Hamas in Qatar. These images show what Israel's military says are strikes by fighter jets on Hamas targets in northern Gaza. The US-led talks have faltered amid a reported stalemate, but don't appear to have collapsed, leaving hopes an agreement could still be reached.
And let's get more on this. We are joined by correspondent Felix Tamsut, who's standing by in Jerusalem. So, Felix, Israel's military has admitted this strike on this aid distribution center. It has claimed that it was a malfunction. What more can you add?
Well, the IDF did say that it regrets any loss of life, any loss of civilian life, of people uninvolved in the fighting. It also needs to be said that there's very little reported here in Israel about such incidents. You barely see the reports about the deaths in Gaza, and the reports you only see here are about the IDF's attacks. And I think this also explains the sort of difference in public opinion here in comparison to elsewhere.
This is taking place against the backdrop of talks which are continuing in Doha on a ceasefire. So far, they have failed to lead to a breakthrough. Where do things stand now as we head into the beginning of a new week?
Well, despite some very positive statements from the US about the talks, it seems like both sides, Israel and Hamas, they sound very, very differently than the US. Both sound rather pessimistic about the chances of the talks succeeding. Having said that, both teams are still in Doha. They're still, the talks are still ongoing, and it remains to be seen if anything is going to come out of them.
Felix Tamsut in Jerusalem, thank you.